Whoa, I think that group is excited, and we are too. Welcome to Wednesdays with Kryon. This is our weekly program. Yes, we are here every single Wednesday of the year, every single Wednesday, where you can always find love and a place of solace for you. Now, for some of you who have been with us a long time, you may notice that we're no longer on Earth. Whoa, yes. Perhaps it's all part of the dimensional shift we're in. Well, Monica and I just love to have fun, and so that's why you find us today on another planet. Hope you're all right with that. If you're new to our program, I have a question for you. Would you like some peace tonight over all the things that are concerning you and all the things in the world that you're seeing? If so, you've come to the right place. Wednesdays with Kryon is a spiritual sanctuary where Monica and I create a sacred space where you can feel loved and supported.
As we normally do, we want to begin right away with some affirmations. Affirmations help bring our attention to what we wish to create, and we're able to use our consciousness to really focus and affirm the reality that we're choosing. So we invite you to join us, claim these affirmations as your own, relax your breathing, relax your body, and open up your heart. I give allowance for the higher guidance that is available to me in this dimensional shift. I give allowance for the higher guidance that is available to me in this dimensional shift.
I give allowance for the higher guidance that is available to me in this dimensional shift. I give allowance for the higher guidance that is available to me in this dimensional shift. We say these, they're very short, but they can be very powerful in our lives. If you cognize this, we really are in some kind of a dimensional shift. We feel it, we believe it, Kryon has indicated it. We truly hope you understand and know that you deserve higher guidance that is available during this time. If any of you are watching from the East Coast right now, did you know that we're coming to Rhinebeck, New York on August 16th and 17th, and that is very soon. Rhinebeck, New York is the home of a very prestigious place called the Omega Institute. That's where we'll be. This organization is a well-established central hub for lifelong learning, spiritual exploration, building a community of learners is a great place. It's been around there a long time, and we get to go there. And if you're interested at all, the link is right there on the screen for you to know. We're going to be presenting our latest information based on a new Kryon upcoming book. Now, the workshop we're doing is called Divine Origins. Please consider attending if you're anywhere near this area. It's going to be unique and fun. We'd love to have you with us. It's right there on the screen. I'd like to ask Monica right now to tell us about tonight's guests.
Oh my goodness, our guest tonight is an amazing wizard. That's how I call him. And we actually had him on our program back in September of 2021. Peter Shank was once a software engineer tasked with building wealth for one of the largest financial institutions on the planet. But after a life-changing spiritual awakening, he turned his focus inward and upward to pursue a higher purpose, unlocking the bridge between quantum physics, ancient wisdom, and human potential. Inspired by the groundbreaking work of Dr. Masaru Emoto, Peter set out to decode the energetic blueprint behind creation. His engineering mind and spiritual curiosity led to a breakthrough in 2007, the discovery of source energy, a numerical frequency he identified as the core of all manifestation.
From that insight came aquaware. Peter's first software designed to harness intention, reshape water's energetic structure, and catalyze transformation. When paired with human focus, his tools help users manifest with clarity and power, and they've impacted lives across the globe. For over 2 decades, Peter has continued to innovate and serve, offering live events, one-on-one sessions, and podcasts. His work stands as a modern fusion of metaphysics, numbers, and consciousness. Wow. Peter, welcome to the program.
Lee, Monica, it's great to be back. Thank you.
All right.
We've been looking forward to this so much.
2021. Time has gone quickly. Here we are again.
Pete, 5 years went by quickly.
It's true. Yeah. You know, we know you were a software engineer, and that's in your bio as well, but that's one thing. What made you decide, or what prompted you to go to a more esoteric or spiritual quest, the core of all manifestation? That's extreme.
Huge. So, in brief, I was schooled with engineering out of Boston. I had a 20-year career working for one of the largest investment banks in the world. And at that stage of my life, I had 2 young children, was married, and it was all about bigger houses, making more money, buying cars. And the more successful with monetary things I became, the more empty on the inside I became. And I was aware of this, but I was caught in this hamster wheel. And I asked for help. I didn't know who I was asking. I just said, it's time. I need change. So I've been used, like I liked information about UFOs and kind of quasi things, but never really experienced them or went down that deep down the rabbit hole. And then one day in the summer of 2000, at the speed of thought, my consciousness shifted on a Saturday afternoon, just shifted. And I started seeing energy in everything. And I thought for about I didn't say anything to anybody. I could still function. And I thought for the first 6 weeks, I had gone insane. But the cool thing was I was good with this. Whatever I was becoming was great because for the first time in my life, I felt alive like I had never had before. And I started playing with energy and I quickly learned that I could control it. Then I could direct it. Then I could help people. So at some time beyond that, I became interested in the work of Dr. Emoto and started creating prototypes of software that would allow you to direct conscious energy in the water with intention, change the structure of that water, drink the water, bring about change in the body, in the environment, or on the skin. And then from there, the real learning began. And over the years, you know, the software has now become a suite of software that's available on a monthly subscription and a SaaS platform. So there's no more downloadable anything. You just run it in your web browser anywhere on any device with an internet connection or a data connection in an internet browser. And as I started down this rabbit hole, you're tasked with little breadcrumbs. And if you follow those breadcrumbs, you come to knowledge. Now, you might not use the knowledge at that point. So, for instance, in 2006, I started playing around with physical gold. I would dissolve gold in this volatile acid called aqua regia, which is like 3 parts hydrochloric, 1 part nitric acid. Then you would reconstitute it with sodium or formic acid, and then you would use sodium borohydrate to reconstitute it as carbon. And then I would put it during that process on sacred geometry that I printed out on this giant plotter, this crazy geometry. And from there, I learned something called the 0 point, where I could push a hole through creation into the multiverse, right? So there's an infinite amount of realities that rage around us all the time. And if you can give something into that multiverse, you can get something back. So I knew through basic chemistry that whenever there's energy expansion, that energy is going somewhere. So the school of thought was I'll push the energy of the reaction of the acid through the 0 point and return it as gold. Now, the only principle that holds true in all universes is the density of matter. The weight of matter has to remain constant. So wherever you give in weight, you have to get back. So the idea was to double your gold when you reconstituted it in a crucible. Well, the experiments never worked, obviously, but the knowledge that I learned in 2006 was actually put into the first physical product in 2016, which was a 0 point device called a new way to travel that you would put in your car, and it would change the dynamics of absolutely everything. You're calm, there's no more road rage, you get parking up front. I mean, stuff that, science fiction books are written about. So that's a very small glimpse into my world.
I love it. And that's why everyone, when I said he is an amazing wizard, now you're getting a
Let's
little
go back to the
peek
gold thing. No, I'm sorry.
into the wizardry, the wizardry part of it. I would love to know, because we talked about source energy, that was your inspiration. How has your understanding of the energy of love shifted because of this awareness,
You
this new
know,
awareness you had?
the prior to my shift, discernment, gratuity, everything that's involved in the world that I am now, I thought was like another blend of tequila, right? I didn't know anything. You love your wife, you love your kids, you love your neighbors, but it's just something that you say. But when you have an awakening experience, a true awakening experience, there is the only way I can there's a saying, you have to unlearn everything you learn for the real learning to begin. And only in the experience you truly understand that. And the question you asked is a beautiful question, but it's very hard to describe in human terms unless you experience it. And the only way that I can explain it is it's like a childlike energy, that source energy, that universal energy that permutates everything in existence is childlike. It's giddy, it's happy, it's inquisitive. And when you tap into that, you have all potentiality at your fingertips. And when you think of something, you are affecting other space and time this moment you think of it. That's why using source energy to manifest things is easy as breathing, as long as you understand the experience. You tie your shoelaces, right? You don't even think about it. You just do it. That's how easy manifest becomes with source energy.
I love that explanation. It's bringing through the joy in a child that is critical to be in that frequency and vibration, because the creator, the source energy, is pure vibrating joy and love, that frequency and compassion. It's all combined. So I know that you are going to take us through a beautiful kind of guided experience after the break. Can you just give us a little hint as to what people can expect after the break?
So we're going to be doing a conscious activation, okay? And I'm going to be directing your attention to a few different things. We're going to be creating internal stillness. Okay. We're going to be clearing old program patterns in your life. We're going to establish coherence within the session. And then we're going to be moving into the conscious creation part of it. And that's where, once you're down at that level and you're calm, that's an experience that you can only experience. And then, then you can talk about it. It's going to be, I designed this experience specifically for this show. So this has never been done before
Oh, I
outside
love
of
that.
this.
I'm excited. And I believe, Peter, we should all have a glass of water. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Please.
Okay.
Yes, get a glass of water.
So
Okay.
everyone,
Everyone.
go and grab a glass of water, and you have time, because guess what, Lee?
Well, Peter's still here with us, but we're going to take a break, a short 5-minute break. And after that, we'll return with a whole lot more.
Including a glass of water. See you soon.